Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to do an honest review of Amazon FBA. This is one of the side hustles I talk a lot about in some of my videos, so listen up. So I've been doing Amazon FBA for about 9 months now. I started in early December, November timeframe. I'm just going to say this, don't listen to the gurus out there. This stuff is hard. I first started off with retail arbitrage like most people do. After a few months, I realized this is not sustainable. If I wasn't constantly sourcing inventory, then I wasn't making money. A ton of people had said this is passive income, but it's not. And with retail arbitrage, there's no guarantee you find inventory. Because you're going to stores and sourcing, there's no guarantee there's anything there. I'll also say this, Amazon doesn't want you to do retail arbitrage. They put a lot of systems in place for you to not do that. So recently with Amazon FBA and retail arbitrage, Amazon has been sending out IP claims to people that have done this. These IP claims can get your account suspended and you can even get sued for it. And the worst part is, Amazon will still let you list these products. Since I started 9 months ago, I've had 2 different IP claims on products that Amazon allowed me to list. This is Amazon's way of cracking down on retail arbitrage sellers. Another thing that's tough about Amazon, especially for new sellers, is that it's really hard to find things that you can actually sell. Most of Amazon's top selling products are in categories you can't even sell them when you first start. For most of these products, you need an invoice from a wholesale supplier to even be approved to sell them. So as a new seller, you're already at a really big disadvantage. From what I've seen and what I've experienced, I think Amazon doesn't really want new sellers joining their platform. Other than retail arbitrage, there's 2 different ways to sell on Amazon: private label and wholesale. I'll start with wholesale first. This is definitely my favorite business model if you're a beginner to Amazon and you really want to get started with it. Wholesale is a little bit easier than private label because it's not your product specifically. You're getting brand authorization from a top tier brand like Disney or Nike or Adidas, etc. There's a couple things you have to remember with wholesale though. Number 1 is you need to get brand authorization from the brand itself or from a brand authorized supplier. This is really hard to do if you're first starting out because you don't have a website, you might not have a business name, you might not have any experience selling anywhere. Another thing with wholesale is the margins are insanely small. With wholesale, you're looking at profit margins of about 10 to 15%, which means you have to source a lot of inventory to make good money doing that. If you have some good experience in e-commerce like you did dropshipping before, or even Amazon back in the day, I think private label is the best business model that you can do. With private label, you own the listing. So you're the one that's in charge of the listing, in charge of the product, in charge of the branding for it. What you do is you take an unbranded product and put your name on it, your label on it, your everything on it, and it's your product you can sell on Amazon. I will say, however, this is the hardest business model you can do on Amazon. The whole process takes about 6 to 12 months to start actually making money with private label. This also requires a high initial investment of at least $3,000 if you want to be successful. The one thing a lot of gurus fail to mention about private label is there's a lot of liability risk with it. Because you own the brand, you're responsible if someone gets hurt or injured using your product. This is a ton of risk for a beginner as well as someone that doesn't have an LLC yet. I would say Amazon FBA is a great side hustle for someone with a little bit more experience. This is not to say you can't be successful with it if you're a beginner, but I would just recommend doing something else first, like affiliate marketing or drop shipping. The benefit of these other side hustles is it's more of a passive income stream where Amazon is especially active. With affiliate marketing and dropshipping, you never really touch the product, whereas Amazon FBA, you have to ship it yourself, figure out inventory, talk to suppliers. I will say though, starting an Amazon FBA business has been an awesome experience for me. It really helped show me that I can make a lot of money online if I put the work into it. I was even able to do my own private label product with this little guy right here. But at the end of the day, if you're a beginner, I really recommend doing a different side hustle first. If anyone has any questions about anything, just shoot me a DM and I'll be happy to help as soon as I can. Thanks for listening, guys.